Welcome back to the final episode of Friday Night Frights Season 9. Yes, it's Halloween night. The greatest night of the year, says I. Oh yes, Halloween night be the best night for vampire and all the monsters of creation. Yes, it's our Christmas for vampires and monsters and ghouls and Frankensteins and mummies and all you creepy crawly things and golems and all of those creatures of the night. Tonight we're going to end Friday Night Frights with our annual reading of Disney's Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Yes, O Vampire Love story of Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Many renditions of the story have been written since Washington Irving wrote it originally in the 19th century. I do recall meeting Washington Irving in Tarrytown, also known as Sleepy Hollow. Met him in a pub. He used to sit in the corner listening to people spin yarns, and he would write these stories down. And this is how he came up with these stories. But I would sit in the corner of the pubs for different reasons. Washington Irving was a good man. He and I had many good conversations. Hence my taste in literature and my interest in literature. So, the cartoon version came out in 1959. Yes. And Vampire used to watch it in the wonderful world of Disney. Yes. Before we go trick-or-treating. Okay, here we go. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Kara Stevens, illustrated by Alan Batson. Oh, good last name, Batson. He's the son of a bat. I bet he's vampire. Just have to see. Long ago, a new school teacher arrived in the small town of Sleepy Hollow. He was tall and thin like a scarecrow, with a small head and a pointy nose. His name was Ichabod Crane. Ichabod was a strict teacher. Some people liked him. Others, like Brom Bones, thought he was strange. Brom enjoyed playing tricks on Ichabod, but Ichabod never seemed to mind. Never. Nice little illustrations there. Yes, I like the artwork. Ichabod was soon invited to a Halloween party. He dressed in his nicest clothes. He's looking at himself in the mirror like he is the shiz dickety dog. Yes, he's thinking he was all of that in a bag of potato chips, like you kids say. At the party, Ichabod ate and danced and laughed and charmed everyone around him. It was a perfect night until the host of the party called for his guest to tell scary stories like old Vampire does. Yes. Old Vampire's brother writes scary stories about Wolfenstein and steps and stuff like that. Ichabod did not like scary stories. Well, Ichabod, you're a coward. Brom Bones went first. He was jealous of Ichabod because everybody liked him. Brom hoped his tale would frighten the school teacher so much that he would leave Sleepy Hollow forever. His story was about the Headless Horseman, or the decapitated equestrian if you want to be proper about it. A character who had a flaming pumpkin where his head should be. Oh, uh-oh, ow. Every Halloween night, the ghost would ride through the town looking for someone to trade heads with. I had a neighbor like that, always wanting to trade, always wanting to trade up. One day he's a redhead, with a small pointy nose, and the next day he had bushy hair and a beard. One day he got his head on backwards. It's like, what's up with you, Sammy? He had to turn around to address me. It's like, dude, get your head on right. Listen to the children of the night. What sounds they make. The beautiful music they make. Shut up, I'm reading. He would try to catch any stranger he could find in the woods, but he could not cross the covered bridge at the edge of town. Yes, there he is, trying to look like scary monster, headless equestrian, decapitated equestrian. Yes. Oh, good picture here. Oh, you guys gonna like this picture. As Brom told story, Ichabod grew very afraid. He was shaking right down to his boots. He's wearing shoes, not boots. Although Ichabod knew ghost wasn't real, the woods felt dark and scary, and he traveled home later that night. Three branches looked like hands reached out around him. Yeah, your imagination gets away with you when you're in the woods. You hear creepy sounds that just so unfamiliar, and shadows seem to move. It even gets kind of creepy for a vampire. Everything looks like stakes and crosses. The crickets sounded like they were calling his name. Croaking frogs seemed to be saying, "Headless Horseman, Headless Horseman." Oh, they were saying, that's what they were saying. That's what the frogs were saying. Yes, I have them living in the moat in my castle over in Europe, in the Transylvania area. Yeah, the froggies out there all the time singing and croaking. Frightened, Ichabod urged his horse to run, a horse named Gunpowder. They raced blindly through the dark until they reached the clearing. And you got the old hoot owl right there. Yes, big old great horned owl. Owls are very beautiful birds. We have a tiny owl that live out here. They're called elf owl. They live underground. Yes, they're only about so big. And they're cute and eat the birdies. Yes, I like to go to elf owls to eat mice and stuff. Very nice little owls. After they stopped to rest, they still heard hoofbeats. Someone was coming for them. They hid in fear. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. When Ichabod realized the sound was just some reeds banging on a hollow out tree log, he and the horse started laughing. And they felt silly, and they imagined that it was the old Headless Horseman. The old Gunpowder sitting there laughing. The old horse laugh. Yes. But just then, Just as they were feeling safe, another laugh joined theirs, an evil laugh, a maniacal laugh, a deep, hollowed laugh, an angry laugh, a ghostly laugh, and every adjective you could think of laugh. It was the Headless Horseman. Oh, scary laughing horseman. Yes, with the flaming pumpkin in his hand. Oh, yoink, Ichabod. Getting scared now. Vampire getting scared. Oh, can you just smell the... Oh, you smell that? Oh, what does Vampire's mom make of popcorn balls? Oh, jeez. And roasting pumpkin seeds. Vampire's mom used to do that when Vampire would eat to beat the vampire. Ichabod and his horse jumped up and ran, and the ghost followed him into the woods, down the riverbank, through the water, across the field, and raced away to the Headless Horseman. But the ghost wanted Ichabod's head. Why? Such a goofy-looking head. And it wasn't going to stop until it reached him. Finally, Ichabod saw the bridge in the distance and remembered crossing the bridge meant safety. So he urged his horse to go faster. With a final burst of speed, they made it across. Oh my goodness, make it across the bridge. Head for the bridge with all your might. Yes, Ichabod made it to the bridge. I like these old covered bridges. Yes, old Vampire lived in a little town in Ohio called Sunbury. Yes, we had covered bridge there. I remember that. His old Victorian town. But Headless Horseman was not done. Ghost heaved its flaming pumpkin head straight at Ichabod. The next morning, Ichabod's hat and a few pieces of pumpkin were found laying on the ground. See that? He chucked that pumpkin right at him, man. He just whipped it. Whoa, whew. He threw that pumpkin at him like it was his job, man. Just whipped it at him. Woo. School teacher was never seen again, man. Yeah, a ghost whipped a pumpkin at me and smacked me in the face with it. Yeah, I'd be never seen again, too. No matter how big and strong Vampire is, I'd take off, man. No, forget about that. Headless Equestrian and Rider hit me with the pumpkin, I'd be gone, man. Forget that. Some people say that Ichabod left Sleepy Hollow for good, finding happiness in another town. Jeez, he headed for the hills. But others say the Headless Horseman took him away. What do you think? Option A or option B? Or right down the middle? A little in the middle, or did he get right back? A little in the middle, or did he get right back? Well, hard to tell, really. You know, really, man, what did you think happened? There's old Ichabod heading down the windy road to the schoolhouse, reading his book, not a care in the world. Like he just had a pumpkin whipped at his head. So, what do you think happened? You think he's living in some other town in New York? New York, you know, with some other lady and having all them goofy looking kids? Living a better life away from Headless Horseman? And Brom Bones married old Katrina Van Tassel, that lovely coquette? Good story. Favorite story. Washington Irving, good writer. This is my favorite Halloween story. So thank you so much for joining Go Vampire for season 9. Oh, it's been wonderful, you wonderful audience. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go Vampire hopes to see you again soon. Maybe make an appearance throughout the next year. Soon. I like being on this YouTube channel show. It's fun. So you guys take care. Have safe, happy Halloween. Remember, have your moms and dads and people older than you check your candy when you get home. Make sure it's okay. Stay safe. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to everyone around you. Everybody needs a little love. Be nice to your puppies and your kitties. Yes, especially that. Otherwise, I'll whip a pumpkin at you. Yes. All right. Thank you so much for being such a supportive and wonderful people. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell and all that good stuff. And share this video with your friends. Leave me a comment. Vampire loves hear from you. Take care. Happy Halloween. Bye-bye.